Welcome back to Multiverse Masters. So I wanted to do a quick comparison here of some recent improvements to Opensim by showing you some different alligators slash crocodiles. So here we have the first one, and he's one that you can interact with, of course, by sitting on him. And he ate me. So as you can see, I've been completely consumed by this crocodile. Let's stand up here. All right. Oh, narrow escape. All right, so this is a prim-based crocodile with some scripting in him. Let's get a better look at him. Okay, don't make you dizzy. So if you edit him, of course, when you edit, sometimes you have to select. And we can look around inside him to try to find what he's made of. And at some point, if you're lucky, I don't know which prim, let me back up here. You'll find, because each of these are a little bit different, try to go under a little bit here. So maybe over here, and you get an object. Is that, yep, there he is. There's his pose ball. Okay, so let's put him back together. And because it's all connected, when you click on him, he eats you. I have a snake that does the same thing too. All right, so let's close him off. Now, he's pretty fun. And then you have this one here. Inspect him a bit more. He has land impact of 3. Now, I could, if I wanted to, add a pose ball to him and have him do the same thing. But let's edit linked and see his individual parts. So, of course, you got the top of his body. He also has eyes, so that his eyes are one of his links. His teeth are a link set. See? 3 parts. So he's not rigged, he's just some objects. Okay, so let's look at this other one. He's quite scary. He is an animesh. I really like him. Whoa! This one is... I got too close to him. This one's a chasing one. So let me go back here and you see he went away. Just zoom in on the animesh guy. He's quite realistic. And he is land impact 2. Now the reason he's land impact 2 is what a lot of people are doing with animesh is creating a box and putting all the animesh in the box and then having the actual animesh figure separate. So he has a control box and himself. Now, it's probably more messy. A lot of the animesh I've been using, I've just been putting the controls right in the animesh. But then when you get animesh that has different parts, it can get tricky because the different parts won't move base object. So I'm still learning a lot about animesh, but as you can see, it has a control box here with all the animations in it. And then the animesh creature that is rigged. So he's rigged to act like an avatar. If I wanted to be an alligator, I could actually be this avatar. I've actually done that with some of these. You have to tweak it a little bit. You have to get yourself the invisible alpha, but it's fun. Okay, now this guy over here has 19 different parts. Also ambush. His mouth is stuck open. It doesn't close like this one. But he's essentially the same as the first guy, except he has this script in it. So if I get close to him, like back up, he ambushes you, see? And his tail does move, so that his tail doesn't move because of anything other than the fact that it's, and that's in the, so let's see if we can get some more. Now, some people put in more scripting to make these even more in-depth. But if you look at features, the gravity, the friction, that's what makes his tail bouncy when he moves around. This kind of gives you an idea of the different types of alligators slash crocodiles and how things are evolving in Opensim. Yes, animesh is much more realistic. Now I'm sure if I wanted to, and I could probably experiment with this, I could make him ambush too. So let's kind of do that. Let's experiment. All right, so usually what I do, he's in here, right? Because it does not use animesh. So let's see if, and usually what I do is just copy it. See, I learn by experimenting, and I might break something, but that's okay. So let's get to seeing if I can break something. You got one script in there anyway, animesh cycle. Let's see if this stuff works. Dart. All right, so now let's see if he ambushes me. Oh, that one moved. Oh, it looks like they're fighting. Oh, but see, I've got him backwards. So he is kind of ambushing me, but he's doing it backwards. He's like walking backwards to get me. That's how I learned by experimenting. So what I could do is, let's see if I actually put it in him instead of the command box. Let me see if I can edit linked. So Because, yeah, going backwards doesn't really, not really intimidating. All right, so let's take out the ambush follower. And this is how I tend to break things by not resetting them properly. So if you're an expert and you're watching this, well, all right. So now let's edit linked. And instead of that box, let's put, oh, and there's all of his cool retouched right now. Okay, so yeah, this one's on. He needs to be touched first to start. Let's refresh, reset. It's not letting me touch him. Sometimes when you do a lot with this, it gets stuck and you just have to kind of keep playing with it and back out to touch him. Okay, so right now that's disabled. That has freed him up. There we go. Now we started him. I'll give him away from the other ambush guy. Let's see him in action. Whoa! Now see, that's much more fierce. Oh, and he's gone a bit. And that's what happens when you play with scripts. You have no idea what you're doing, but it's still fun. I broke him. Okay, all right, I broke him. Let's see if I can grab him. All right,